Hey everyone! Hopefully all is working. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Is the quality okay? As usual. I didn't change anything from the last stream, so I'm hoping everything's working as needed. Walker win. Hyped, although I'll watch later because I'm not home. Oh, that's fine. I'm hoping I can stream for a couple hours, so maybe you'll be home while I'm still streaming. It'll start right when my shift starts. We'll tune in after. Be well. Beard or die, no problem. Just join when you can. Very chill stream. Nothing too crazy. Hey, Wishing Iris. Hey, Axel. Hey, Soul. Audio is good? CM. All good. Cool. Nicholas. Hello, Manisha. Hey. What's up? Hey, Skepples. Long time no see. Good to see you guys. So no video games today. Not streaming that. But I am streaming game dev. Oh boy. I was kind of nervous for that. Because the project is a bit of a mess. The assets, like I tried to organize everything into folders, but obviously it gets a little bit messy over time. So it's a little bit chaotic in there, but whatever, you know, can't just let that stop me from streaming. So today I'll be streaming development from Detective Foxglove, which is my commercial game that I'm working on currently. I am working with a team, so we have 4 people in our current team. So myself, I'm doing the game design, the programming, and the writing. And yeah, I'm wearing a lot of hats, I guess. And then we have Laura, super talented. She's our 2D concept artist. Oop, I got my cat getting in the way. Shoo. Oh, okay. You can sleep there. Anyways, Laura's our 2D concept artist, and she's been doing great work. So I give her either my gray boxing of the levels, and she'll make concepts out of that for the environments, or she'll come up with like the actual characters when I give her the description. So she's been doing. We have like some telepathic communication, so it's been going well. And then we have Dama. He's been doing the 3D art lately. He's been churning out assets, and it's crazy. And he's just very talented as well. And then we have Oathr, who does the music. And he did a lot of work in the beginning when we were starting production. I'm gonna have to loop him in again because there's gonna be like the audio is not just one track that plays across the entire level, you know. It's got to be the game itself is very cinematic, so I want to make sure like the audio is divided into parts that need to be more energetic or need to be more like low key and chill. So we're gonna have to do some additional work on that soon. Anyways, less talking, more showing perhaps. Let me just say hello to everybody. Hey, Annabelle. Hey, Manti. Just made it nice. Yeah. So in the UK, it's probably 9 p.m.-ish. Rolrick, hello. Welcome. Technically ripped. I'm hyped for your game jam. Oh, yeah. Good reminder, because I needed to promote that before I start my stream. So yeah, the game jam is... Let's see. Oh no. Should it be this screen? Oh yeah, here we go. Do You Wanna Jam is taking place August 3rd to 12th. And it should be a lot of fun. So that's 9 days, 2 weekends, which should be a good chunk of time, hopefully for people who are either in school or working. And this is like the 4th year I think I'm hosting a game jam, but this is my second year doing it solo. So I'm hoping a lot of people join. 32 at the moment, but you know, I'm gonna push on the promotion a lot. I think we had over 300 signups last year, so I'm gonna push it. Make a couple videos and such. But if you'd like to join, please feel free to sign up. Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. I know there's like a beach theme going on here, summer vibes, but the theme's gonna be like pretty random. So it doesn't have anything to do with the aesthetic here. Cool. 8 p.m. Oh yeah, close enough. Oathr, hey, somewhat. Hello. I always end up planning things during your jams. One day I'll be able to do it. Yeah, it is like prime summertime, so I don't blame anyone who has plans and travel plans. All good. So, yeah, I guess we'll hop right into it. I don't think there's any other details I need to give you guys. I'll probably promote this again in a couple hours when more people are on. Oh, I'm surprised we have 20 people on. Okay, that's pretty cool. Hopefully you guys have some other work to do alongside me because I don't think I'll be talking too much. I don't know. Depends what I'm gonna work on today because I don't really know yet. Probably should have planned that. But, yeah, thanks Axel for dropping that link. That should be handy. So, yeah, so I guess I can do a brief overview of what my game is about. When I say my game, it's not just my game, it's the team's game, but I'll just say my game since I'm working on it today. And yeah, Oathr's there in the chat. He does the music, so which is super awesome. Very talented. We got a dark noir vibe for our soundtrack. Jazzy tunes. So yeah, this is my game, Detective Foxglove. It's like a mystery adventure game. Yeah, just a lot of detective work, puzzles, whether it be environmental puzzles or just like logical puzzles, and then just a strong story, right? Let me put the pitch deck up actually. So we got explore and investigate with your little magnifying glass, and then detective work, which is where you piece things together. So the other day I played Duck Detective, right? And let me put this down a little bit just because there's so much wall space. Anyways, I played Duck Detective and they had like deductions. Apparently they were inspired by Return of the Obra Dinn and what was it? Golden Idol. Case of the Golden Idol, which did something similar to filling out the blanks kind of thing. So I obviously came up with this before Duck Detective, but I was also inspired by the Golden Idol and Tangled Tower. They did something similar, so I'm basically following along that little formula and just doing like a suspicion mode where you fill out the suspect and like other details. Not super happy with this UI yet, but improvements are coming. Like, I'm all about iteration. Start somewhere, just iterate on it, because once you do it, you'll know what you need to do better or what you need to improve on. So all good there. It's a good UI for sure, but need some tweaks. Same with the journal. It's a little bit busy at the moment, but that's where all the information that you gather will be. So suspects, profiles, and then evidence, and then just a track of the mysteries. There might be other stuff that I need to do, but I need to kind of experiment a little for now. Then there's also puzzles. So environmental puzzles here, where you would kind of just like see what's going on in the environment and I don't want to spoil too much, but you can push and pull stuff, so there's like a lot I can do with that, I hope. And then there's also some stealth portions, which will probably be more minor, but it's just to build that atmosphere. Especially since it's a 3D game as well, I hope we have a unique point. So people are used to the formula of where you fill in the blanks, do the suspicion, the deduction, but I'm hoping like our 3D aspect and the exploration will add a little bit more. I don't know, it depends, right? I don't know if there's an overlap in users that like a point and click versus something more freestyle. Is that the right word? And then we have narrative and dialogue. Lots of charming characters, I hope. I still have a lot to do with the writing. I'm not much of a writer. I am a programmer by profession. So I'm a little bit worried about my writing. Might have to pull someone on board at some point, maybe. But I don't know. I feel like so far so good. So I'm not super worried in terms of how that will go. But I have been trying to take like a course on writing for now. And I also bought this book, The Ultimate Guide to Video Game Writing and Design. I haven't got too far yet, but I'm hoping some reading material will be handy for me. Yeah, but narrative's like a really strong point because another one of my inspirations is like Grim Fandango and games of that sort. So I really want there to be charming characters, good world building, a backstory for Foxglove, who is our main character, and just letting him grow throughout the game as well. So in terms of who he meets, his backstory, his traumas, like what's happened in his past and how he gets through it. So that should be an important part as well. Wishing Iris, how many cases will there be? So right now we're working on the demo. There's one overarching mystery, but there's one case here and a couple environmental puzzles and a couple more specific puzzles. So it's just a mix, but the demo will be one case for now. The main game, which I hope we'll get to, which we will if the demo goes well, there will be a lot more because there's going to be more characters, more problems between characters, stuff like that. So should be fun, right? And then a strong graphics and soundtrack. It was really important for me to have a strong aesthetic because that's part of the charm, right? And we were experimenting with like a mix of 2D and 3D at first. And I just love like the hand-drawn, hand-painted style. So we were experimenting with that as well. Laura's originally a 2D artist, but so then we tried, we had Level, who was our 3D artist at the time in the beginning. And he just experimented so much with like the 3D and the 2D aesthetic. And that kind of kickstarted how it should kind of look like. So I'm really happy with the aesthetic so far, but we need to work on lighting and visual effects and stuff like that. So there's still a lot to do, but it's getting there. Yeah, and soundtrack, it's gonna be real good. So that's about it for that. I've been putting together a pitch deck just for future funding and stuff like that because I'd like to support the team. And I also recently quit my job after 5 years as a software engineer in the finance industry. Just to see, like, just to explore some other things and work on my own stuff a little bit. So I'm not feeling the pressure yet, but You never know, right? It might hit me at some point. Writing game story for a techie person like me sounds like a nightmare. Yeah, I mean, same for me. Like, I did some rough drafts and it's just not quite there yet. Obviously, I use ChatGPT for some help as well. Definitely good for brainstorming, but not for like direct output there. And like just writing it yourself retains that charm, because you want it to be funny, you want it to be like clever and quirky and goofy and also mysterious. So like it's a mix, and I don't know if AI is capable of that yet. You can probably force it to be capable, but it's probably not the same. And AI should be a tool, right? Not something we depend on so much. Are you finding the writing book helpful? I haven't got too much into it yet, but I can't say it. Maybe on the next stream I can tell you with more confidence. Also, Grim Fandango is $3 on Steam right now. Nice. Yeah, that game is like 20 years old by now, which is crazy, but it is the remaster on Steam. Very solid story, and like the cinematics are amazing for that time, obviously. The gameplay though, was very out there. Like, I don't know if a person can even play it without, you know, searching it for a walkthrough online, because some of their puzzles are a little bit ridiculous. But it's funny. It's all part of the charm, I'm sure. Art Guru, hey, what's up? FIFA Foozle, hey, long time no see as well. Good luck with the job quit. Thank you. It was definitely nerve-wracking, and of course I miss my team and my company, but yeah, I mean, 5 years I felt like I needed a change, and I wasn't really interested in any other industry, including the financial industry, which is kind of sad to say. Obviously, I love programming, I love problem solving, but I wasn't very passionate about the products I was making, which is fine. I mean, it's fine for some time, but then you start to feel it over time. So I'd like to see how game development goes, see how this game goes. I don't have too high expectations for the game. I just want to make it the best thing I can possibly make, and just to make it like a little gem, you know? Just pour my heart into it, but I'm not attached to the outcome too much. So all good there, I hope. Is this game 2D or 3D? I missed the early stream. I see. The game is 3D, but we are hand painting the 3D models. So it's got that hand-drawn look. Could possibly pass for 2D, but it is 3D. There's depth. If you guys have ever played Luigi's Mansion, I like to compare the camera movement to that. It's like a fixed camera that moves on the x-axis. There's a little bit of Z movement, a little bit of Y, but it's fixed to the x-axis. So that's how it goes. Yeah, so I gotta think about what I'm gonna work on stream today. I'd love to also hear a little bit about what you guys are working on these days. I'm always interested in that. And also feel free to join the Discord if you want to talk to other people. And then for the new people, we also have a game jam coming up August 3rd to 12th. So if you're interested in that, definitely hop on the Discord and sign up on itch. So that should be fun. Anyways, shall we open up Unity? Do some work, I guess. let me put on a different track on this. I found this Spotify playlist. Cool. Let me know if that's okay for a volume. Good for you. Life is short. You need to do what you enjoy. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely like happy I made this decision, and I know that if I didn't do it at some point, I would regret it, you know? Because it was always like one foot in my job, one foot in game dev and YouTube and all that sort of stuff. So it's like I was obviously scared, because now that I don't have a job, it's like I have to put my 100% into this project, and that's kind of scary, because it's like if you put your 100% in and you fail, that doesn't feel good, you know? Rather than just having one foot in the game and then releasing it, you can tell yourself that you didn't put your entire effort into it. So definitely a scary move, but also needed for sure. I'm working on an indie 2D fighter. Any advice you have for me? So have you made like other games before? Is this your first like full game? Like, it depends on where you're at in your game development journey. One piece of advice that I probably didn't follow is scoping too big. I'm working on the demo right now, but it is pretty big so far. But I also do have like a team, so it's manageable. But it's also like, it does get overwhelming sometimes. So like making sure you have like a good scope is always important. And then also just like, maybe just trying to get a minimum viable product out. Because sometimes it's really easy to fixate on one or two things that you need to do, and you're like so obsessed with getting it perfect and then you forget the overall vision, you know? So don't forget the vision, I think, is the important part. But I'm also like, I've done a lot of game jams, small games, but this is my first commercial project, so I have a lot of learning to do as well. Manti actually going to do some game dev tonight. Nice. Are you still working on the Flappy Bird clone? Is that what you're up to? Is 3D easier to work on than 2D in terms of coding? It doesn't place that much difference for me specifically, because I'm not working with too much physics or stuff like that. So my game is it's almost like point and click-ish with a couple extra things. So it's very, I wouldn't say easy to code, but straightforward to code. And I don't get too many bugs that could come with having very physics-based mechanics. So I wouldn't say so. I would say it's pretty much the same. It all comes down to scope for me, because I have so many systems. I have the dialogue system, I have an interaction system, cutscenes, which could apply to a 2D game as well, right? So there's a lot of crossover there. And yeah, I think it's just different. Let's see. I think I've fallen into that trap. I want an MVP, but it's going to take a while to get the features I want. Yeah, right? Like, I totally feel that, because I'm kind of in the same boat. I tried to gray box and like get things in, but it's always like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. It's hard to get just something good playable for a bit, because there's so much to do. Went for an easier scope again, just doing a simple memory pairs game. Man, it's really scope that screws us all over, right? Crazy. I'm just lucky, like, I have a team. I would not be able to make this game without a team. Like, I want to make that clear for sure. My artistic abilities are down there. And, like, Dama, Laura, Oathr, they've been pumping out content consistently. So that's what makes everything so much easier. And I guess that's where the pressure for me comes in as well, because I want to make sure that everyone's skills are used to the maximum. So I think I did get a little bit greedy with this game, because I'm like, let's just go all out and make the best thing that we can ever do, when we could have gone for something very simple, easy to scope, and just like get it done, you know? But I think I did get a little bit greedy, because I want to make sure that we make the best thing using everyone's skills to the max. But while I work on Foxglove, I'm also gonna work on my Medusa game, which I've made a, let's see, you guys might recognize it from the last game jam I held. It's like a very simple puzzle game. I'm gonna try to finish this in a couple months and release it on Steam just as my test run, just so I can get some experience with marketing and stuff like that, and just see how that goes. So I think that should be a good little project for me to finish. Let's see. Where are we? Took a break from Elden Ring to join. Wow. That's kind of crazy. Taking a break from Elden Ring. Nice. I haven't played Elden Ring because I feel like it's kind of too hard for me, but I'd definitely be interested in trying at least. But thank you for joining for a bit. Only 2 though, very small projects. That's pretty good. I mean, if you finish 2 projects that you're satisfied with, that gives you a good head start for your own game. But yeah, like I said, scope is important, and then probably the MVP. And just like knowing, I guess for me, what I struggled with was like what my game's identity was and what the key gameplay was gonna be. Because we iterated on that a lot as well. Like I started with something a lot more different to what I have now. So like figuring out what you want your game to be and how it should be played, I think that's probably another important part, because gameplay is what keeps people playing your game. But yeah, but art and the aesthetic is obviously equally important, because that's what grabs people's attention. Yeah, it would feel more personal whenever failure happens when you commit 100%, but you can only win or learn from this. Yeah, it's definitely just, you gotta take the leap of faith, right? Working on an MVP too, but it's turning more into a small slice demo. Yeah, that's fine, I think. As long as it's manageable, like a manageable piece, I think that's all good. And if you're working by yourself, then that kind of changes things as well. But you made the was it the raccoon game? I'm trying to remember. But it was very, very charming when I saw it. Maybe I'm doing it right. I got a demo out and it's making the design better. It just feels that change is pushing the scope. I see. Uh-oh. I hope my stream is not lagging. It's giving me a warning, but just let me know if it is. Yeah, you got the demo out, right? Changes pushing the scope. I don't know how I would handle that, to be honest, because when you get feedback, obviously you want to make the changes and do things differently. So I'd be curious to know how you're managing that. Art's always a problem for me too. Yeah, that's why. Hand it off. Hand it off for me. And I'm like super, super lucky that I was able to find such a talented and passionate team, because that's almost an impossible task as well. So I'm very grateful for them. Has your team made anything before? Something small, perhaps? No, we haven't. Which is a little bit risky, right? As well. But I have faith in everybody. I think I'm the bottleneck at the moment, which is sad to say, but I'm hoping I can hand off the programming very soon. I have worked with Oathr. I met him during game jam, so we've done a couple game jams together. Oh no, it is lagging. Darn. Okay, I'm just gonna hope for the best. What was I saying? Game jams before, but I haven't worked with anyone else. So we shall see. We shall see. I also think you need to focus on your strengths when it comes to game development, especially if you're working solo. For sure. Like, if you're good at art, use that. Use your art skills to, you know, attract attention, or maybe even just focus on a more narrative game that doesn't need as much gameplay if you're not confident in your programming skills. So that might work. If you're more of a programmer, nail down that gameplay, make it like fun, replayable, whatever. I think, yeah, that's definitely true. I think for us, like, my strength, I don't know what my strength is, to be honest, but I think our team's strength is definitely going to be aesthetic. So we are focusing on the story, the cutscenes. Sorry, I keep getting distracted because it looks like it's lagging. Let me see. I'm just gonna... One moment. I don't know. Okay. Seems like it might be a little bit better. What was I saying? Yeah, the team strength is definitely the art, aesthetic. For me, I personally like to have like a lot of charm in my games, if that makes sense. It usually stems from the visuals, but also just making like funky characters and all sorts of stuff. So I'm really trying to make Detective Foxglove a bit quirky, comedic, dark, just mixing all these genres together. So that should be fun. Anywho, Super Spy Raccoon was my first game. Yeah, that's the one. It's very arcadey. So that's cool. I hope it did well. That's like always an achievement to get your game on Steam. So congratulations on that. Whoopsies. I will stick to watching videos of people playing Elden Ring. I know, right? Looks crazy intense. Yeah, sorry about the lag, guys, if that's happening. It says excellent connection now, so hopefully it's not lying to me. Okay. Used visual scripting for my 3 mini games, but eventually I do want to try and team up with someone. Oh yeah, you're very art focused, right? So, yeah, your work has been amazing from what I've seen on Discord. So definitely use that to your advantage. And since you're just making mini games, that's like helping your programming logic skills. So if that's what you want to focus on, learning, that's always the way to go. But if you're serious about making a game, then I'm sure you can pull in some programmers just by showcasing what you have. Like, I think that's the way to recruit a team. You gotta sell yourself, market yourself, and people will come, and hopefully they'll believe in the project if they're not if you're just working on it as a hobby project. All right, I guess we can get started, but I don't know what I'm working on today. I've been kind of all over the place. I've been working on some some cutscenes and such. I've been working on some of the story. I've been trying to fix some of my systems. It's just been everywhere. So, we shall see. But I'll show you some of the gameplay, I guess. Hello, Prince. Welcome. Oh, yeah. I got a little cutscene here, but very rough. Rough for now. So, I'm not too scared of spoiling this because everything's very rough. And this is the demo portion, so, yeah, I'm not too worried. And I know some people don't like sharing ideas online or in public because they're scared that other people will take it, but I think you just need to be confident in what you're gonna create and you should be fine, because it's a very low percentage of people who can even finish something, you know? So, no need to worry. Most of my doors are not functional, and these walls are just temporary because I wanted to get the 3D modeler to add a couple new walls, so don't mind that. I turned off all the audio. It's not super juicy at the moment, but it's gonna be juicy. No roadmap or backlog? I do, but I haven't been consistently updating it, you know? Trello. So much to do. But, yeah, maybe I'll spend some time updating this today. And just, like, figuring out what my to-do list is. And then, I don't think I'm gonna do too much programming on stream, because that's boring. Oh, yeah, we got some cutscenes. And game of the year, 100%. That would be nice, right? I mean, you never know. So we got some cutscenes, very rough still, but at least the assets are in. So this is my temporary magnifying glass, but the real one's gonna be a 3D hand. And we were using some bones to help with the animation there. I wanted him to like be able to mess with boxes as well. So we will see, but that's just like additional. And I don't want it to be so clunky like this. So we shall see. So this is the tunnel area, which is our area 1. Well, I'm calling it area 0 because it's supposed to be like a tutorial. You're gonna be prompted to move around. You're gonna be prompted to, so you saw that trash can cutscene. You're gonna be prompted to learn how to use the magnifying glass. So we'll have a little prompt come up. We'll have you do a little inspection thing here. But there's nothing interesting to really find just yet. So he's going on his way. There's gonna be some other inspection points probably, but I'm trying to get the basics done. Then we got a little cutscene of this mouse guy. This is where like the quirkiness comes in or whatever. But this mouse guy has stolen your ticket, your train ticket. So he'll be like, hey, I got your train ticket. And then he'll run away with your train ticket. And then, whoops. I'm kind of struggling with the cutscenes at the moment, even though they're very rough. But I've been learning how to use timelines and such. Where was it? Yeah. Timelines. But it takes some time to get used to, I think. But I'll get there soon. And like, since it's very narrative driven, it's important to get the cutscenes right. Still lag, but the audio is crystal clear. It keeps going from excellent connection to like, we're struggling. So I don't know what's happening with my Wi-Fi. I'll probably have to pull out the Ethernet cable for my next stream. Okay, so the mouse ran away with your ticket. Now you gotta figure out where he went, and I'm gonna make the indicators a little more apparent. I don't like this blue lighting at the moment. It's gonna be more comic booky. I don't know if it matches yet. We still have to test it, but something like this, you know? I forget what this is called, when you have the sound as a word, just like showing that, or just doing like some hand-drawn stuff. I think it could be interesting for our visual effects. So there's some inspection points, so we gotta find the little mouse guy. Where are ya? And there's probably gonna be other points. He says a little something about the vending machine here, but I might make him like actually look at it close up and then see if there's anything to inspect there. So yeah, and obviously there's gonna be a lot more dialogue and stuff when the mouse catches or runs away. So hopefully it's kind of immersive straight from the beginning, because I think the beginning is the most important part, right? It's supposed to hook your player and just like let them get invested. That's the thing I recognized about Duck Detective at first. Sorry. Am I back? Yeah, it told me OBS disconnected completely. Not fun. So this is the... I'm hoping I'm back. I think I am. This is the train station area, which you'll be able to enter after you finish that first kind of mission. Sorry about the lag, guys. I didn't expect it to be so bad. Maybe I should disconnect my phone from it. I don't know if that would help at all. We got too many people in this house sucking up the Wi-Fi. Yeah, so this is the train station, Thornfield Station. So you'll be able to come here after you finish finding the mouse and finding your ticket. So Some of that is functional at the moment, but I also don't want to spoil it, and also it needs to be pieced together a lot more. So far the cutscene and camera angles are really cool. Thanks, Soul. That looks so good so far. I've always wanted to make a point and click or adventure puzzle game. Grim Fandango is one of my favorite games of all time. Super cinematic, and like you can get invested into Grim Fandango. I was just watching like the cutscenes and just the gameplay, and it just looks like a movie. But yeah, this got people speeding on the road. Yeah, that's why I really do want to tell like a really good story through these characters. So this is Miss Valentine. Well, Victoria Valentine. She is one of the characters that you'll meet in the demo, but you'll also meet her in the main game. She'll be back. Yeah, I don't want to spoil too much, but there's gonna be a couple characters at the train station. There's a point of inspection here. I don't know if like just having an indicator like this would be enough. Actually, this point might just be like an interaction point. I'm gonna change that. I'm not super sold on the magnifying glass just yet, but there will be other things you can do with it, such as look for little... If you guys have played Professor Layton, there's always hint coins and stuff in random places. So I kind of wanted to do that. We'll see. We'll see if it makes sense. And there's also other things you can do with this magnifying glass. So hopefully it comes together. I'm still a little bit worried. And then you can go back here. So there's some movement on the Z-axis sometimes. These guys are not supposed to be here right at this moment. Just temporarily here. Then we got Mr. Tony Farrow. Ticket counter guy. Ticket clerk. We're gonna change the... We're gonna do another iteration of the dialogue box. It's a little bit too purple for this area. Lighting is not quite there yet. And I don't think I'm using proper shaders here either, so we'll see. Will the game have an LA Noire style narrator? No narrator. Oh wait. So before the train tunnels, there's gonna be a little cutscene. There might be a narrator there. Or it might be the villain. The overarching mystery villain. Might do a little narration at the beginning. And then he enters through the tunnels. So yeah. Yeah, no main narrator for now. We are gonna have voice acting though, so that's exciting. I have casted the voice actor for Detective Foxglove. So yeah, I'm very excited to bring like the story to life in that way, because I think it adds a lot. Yeah, so like for example here, would it be considered a spoiler to ask if it's episodic or a linear story taking place? It is just a linear story. That's why I don't want to spoil too much. But this is also the demo, so I don't care too much. Also, you'll probably forget by the time the demo comes out. Oh, actually, this is the concept art of Tony at the moment, but the 3D artist did just finish the 3D asset, so we can put that in today. We do want to do animated 2D like facial rigs like this, so I think that's also going to bring it to life. I'm excited to do that, but super low priority at the moment. Yeah. Anyways, I was answering your question, Soul. It is going to be a linear story taking place. It's kind of broken it up into chapters or acts. It's kind of that kind of thing. So the main game is going to take place in a hotel, casino, jazz bar, that kind of vibe. So we're at the train station right now because we're trying to get back home because Foxglove just finished a case, but something strange is going down at this train station, and then he'll be forced to go to the hotel afterwards. Hey Laura, thanks for joining. That's our 2D artist, super talented, been doing so much work and just pumping out like ideas, concepts. It's been great. Oh, sorry, did you ask something else? Just Noir. LA Noir is a specific game. Oh, yeah, so will it be a noir style narrator? Is that what you were asking? It's gonna be, yeah, so we'll see. There's gonna be like parts that are narrated, but maybe it'll like bounce between the villain and Foxglove or something like that. Like I said, the story's still a work in progress. I love Professor Layton games, right? So good. It's a little bit harder for me to play through them like now, but when I was like in high school, I was eating that up. So good. Just like really good puzzles, really good story, and you're invested in the characters, so they did a good job. The chat cutscene looks nice and 2D. Yeah, like I said, we're gonna put Tony in right now, so we'll see. Voice acting games are really fun. Yeah, it's like cutscenes and like voice acting thing. But my game is not for you, I guess. That want to get invested in the characters and just love the characters, love the world, but also like have fun exploring and investigating. What year do you plan the demo to come out? Demo? Hopefully in the next couple months. I was aiming for September. I don't want to pressure anyone on the team, obviously. And I have a lot to do on my side. So I'm gonna buckle up and finish things. I've been off of work for, I think it's been a month now. But I haven't gone all out just yet. Went on vacation for a bit, chilling a bit, but I'm gonna buckle down, finish things properly. It is overwhelming sometimes, but I just need to make that to-do list and just check things off. And then I did find a potential programmer, so hopefully we can work together to finish things up. But he's been trying to look at the code base and then try to work on overall improvements to like systems. Like I think he wanted to work on like a transition system for the scenes. So stuff like that I'm not too concerned about right now. So yeah, great art, Laura, for sure. Yes. Reminds me of the good old Nintendo 64 days. Remastered though. I guess, right? It's kind of got an old school vibe to it. Apologies for lagging, as usual. Alright, so what I wanted to show you was, I've been trying to do controller controls and mouse and keyboard controls at the same time using the new input system. I actually haven't touched this in a while. I can give you a little brief if I can find it. Input. Oh, that's not it. Let's check the player. Yeah. Oh yeah, I did go based off of one of the Unity assets for movement, just because I didn't want to spend time doing things that are already available to me, especially if I don't need to add too much extra functionality in the beginning. So this was my little default 3D asset, kind of like the Unreal guy, this little robot guy. But then I added a whole bunch of other stuff, like the magnifying glass, crouching. I think I added, yeah. So that made it super duper easy to make sure I have all controls, and then obviously I can add PlayStation controls and stuff later, hopefully. Did you use anything from the Unity store? Yeah, like I said, just the player guy to do player movement. I started off with the basic script for third-person control. I think that's all I used, though. I was considering using a dialogue system package, but I don't know. I wasn't super sold on the ones I looked at, and I just thought it would be easier for me to do my own. Excuse me. So I just did a custom dialogue system. It hasn't bit me in the butt yet. I feel like it might. So it's just back and forth between Foxglove and the character. And then not super, I mean, it's not super smooth yet, but there's gonna be a couple of things that you can ask them. And then you can ask from journal, which will be like, oh, some evidence that you collected that you can ask about. And then you can also ask about the default options. So like, what are you doing here? Or what's your backstory, kind of thing. So it's a little bit wordy, but I hope the voice acting will help. And that should give you like some backstory on it. So then once you come here, this is our first like actual mystery case. What's going on here? Somebody damaged. There's also concept right now, so it's not fully done. But somebody vandalized the train schedule. So then this will give you a little preview of what to fill out. These will be empty. And then every time you meet someone, you'll have the option to fill it in. So let's say we met Victoria and we met Tony. You'll have two options to fill in here. You'll have a bunch of things that you collected to fill in here. And then I think I'm gonna have, like, for their motive, just a group of like sentences that you can fill out. So if you've seen like Tangle Tower, if you're familiar with Tangle Tower, they kind of did this neat thing here where, oh, that's just what, let's look at it here, where you fill it in. So they'll have like predefined options for this stuff. This is usually stuff that you've found, and then you'll see if like that makes sense to him. So I think there's also some Professor Layton inspiration here. So it's cool to see how we're all like inspired by similar things. And then if you're not familiar with Case of the Golden Idol, so this one's really cool. but it's also very point and click and wordy. So you collect clues around the area, and then you can fill in the characters' names, and then fill in like the sentences. Super wordy in that sense. So I'm not sure what the overlap between their player base and Foxglove's target audience might be. I hope there's overlap. So Duck Detective kind of got inspiration from that. Let me try to find the deductions. If you remember from last stream. Oh, there she is. So they use the same concept, and like, you know, the formula works, so it's cool to see. And everything was like super clean. The gameplay was solid there, so I think that's why I did so well too. But yeah, there's also some overlap here between Foxglove and this game. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes, right? The goal is just not to make something buggy and just to keep players invested. This area is super dark at the moment, which I'm not a huge fan of. But we will fix it. Work in progress. Also, you can use your magnifying glass to find like little hints here. It's gonna be way juicier, but footprints on the ground. There's gonna be a prompt to kind of hint in that direction. I also put these pillars in the front just to have some parallax going, but I'm not super sold on it yet because it's a little bit distracting. Oh, any opinions? Did you use any... Oh, yeah. Any thoughts about internalization for your dialogue system? I tried to... It's been a while since I programmed the dialogue system, to be honest. But I tried to make it so that it will be easily... Just to make it, like, flexible, you know? Because I do want the game to be localized. At least, like, obviously English, French, Spanish, and then I think Chinese, or like, yeah. Whatever the most popular, like, markets are, I definitely want to appeal to them. So let me see what I tried to do here. It's been a while. Sorry. A lot of this hierarchy is very clustered. Need some organizing. So, for example, the passenger. This was my first attempt at dialogue stuff. That didn't work. Then I switched to a different script, put her name in, plugged in her description so that's what shows up on the journal after you meet her. And then, oh yeah, was this a scriptable object that I used? This is probably not ideal. I can't remember. So you can put in all the questions that you'll have on the notebook here. So those will be the buttons. And then you'll have your initial intro when you first try to talk to them. And then element 0 will be... Yeah, I'm not sure if I did this in the best way, but the dialogue is mostly put in here. I know people usually say for localization, they use an Excel sheet, I think. if anyone can confirm, because that way you can have all the languages, and then every line can be translated separately, and then you can pull it into the game. So yeah, a lot of work to do there as well, but it's pretty functional. Also, like, what I do, a bad habit of mine is that I don't really dive into something and like research it as much as I can before attempting it myself. Like, I'll just be like, okay, I can do it, and I'll try to make something that works, and it works, but was it the best way I can do it? Probably not. Hey Sarah, looks amazing so far. Thank you. Lots to do, but it's coming together. And like visuals, like Laura and Dama did an amazing job. It's looking good, but we still have some ways to go regarding animations and visual effects and just shaders and lighting, because yeah, I can show you the cutscene here, I think. Oh no, it's not finished yet, but oh, it's not finished yet. This is like part 2 of the train station section. This koala guy's definitely not rigged the way it should be. This all placeholder stuff as well. Yeah, what was I going on about? Yeah. I'm not sure if it's been a long time since I worked on the dialogue stuff, but it's functional for now, so I'm leaving it. Future me problem. It's looking so good. Thank you. I would add a highlight to the character so that even in dark levels, the main character stands out from the rest. Ooh. Yeah, noted. I will definitely do something like that, just to make the characters stand out more. Obviously, a lot of the characters still don't have eyeballs either, so they're looking a little bit creepy, but yeah, still a long way to go. But I love the look so far. Thank you, Polly Punch. JSON CSV is pretty typical. Yeah. Gets complicated when you've got voice acting. Yeah. Well, the voice acting is just gonna be what the dialogue lines say anyways. So I hope it's fine, and I'll subtitle the cutscenes. That's the way I'm going about it. I didn't know that's how dialogue was done in Unity. This is my own interpretation. So I don't want... like, don't use this as an example for what you're doing. But also... yeah. It's functional, so I don't know. I did have... did I uninstall it? There was a package that I was going to use before. Where are you? Man, I think it was called Pixel Crushers. I'm not sure if anyone's familiar. Pixel Crushers. Anyways, I was going to use that for dialogue, but it was like almost overkill. So it wanted to take care of like my saving points and all sorts of things. So I was just overwhelmed. I'm like, I just want the basics. I'm gonna do it myself. And yeah, this works for now, so we'll see. It might just need like better labeling. Because like element 0 pertains to dialogue segment 1. 2 pertains to this. And this one pertains to just looking up the journal. So it's gonna get a little bit more complicated, I think. But yeah, It's a little bit overwhelming at some points, but I just need to make my to-do list and just knock things off, which I will do today. Also, hey Miranda, welcome to the stream. And Zippy Zach, hey. And John, hello. Pedro, Dream Titan. Oh, we got a bunch of new people. Welcome to the stream. I've just been talking for like an hour, not doing any work. That's prime procrastination. But I do want to explain what the game is since this is the first stream. I'll definitely try to stream more often. I'm still gonna hang out for a couple hours, but just in general, I do want to stream more of the game's development, just because I think it's fun to hang out with everyone, and it's nice to also get feedback as well. The dialogue segments look very cool. Thanks. Sneaky people being sneaky. Yeah. So spreadsheets are pretty popular. Yeah. So I'll have to switch to that eventually, but it's also on my low priority list. I just want to get, like, it's so linear and story based. So it's like, I just need to get things working in order. Like, my systems are there, they're mostly done, but I need you guys to do things right from point A to point B. So, we'll see. Hello all, sorry I can't stay, but wanted to say hello and continue the good work. Tanisha, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. This is awesome, I'm just getting here. How can we support? Asking the real questions. Well, we are working on the Steam page. I guess I can show that. I think I'm just not allowed to show... I don't know what Steam's requirements are. But I think I can show you the beta page. But I will try to get it out this month. That would be nice. Are you going to have voices in the game or only cutscenes? I am going to have everything voice acted. Yikes. It's gonna be a lot of work, I think, but I don't know. I think it's gonna add a lot to the game, so should be fine. Hopefully that doesn't... Well, I am trying to get funding, and I think most of the funding will probably go to doing some of the voice acting stuff and like promotion stuff. And then obviously to any team members who need it. But yeah, the voice acting might eat into the budget a little bit. Doesn't want to open the beta page, does it? Oh yeah, it does. Come on. Good luck with it. I'm off for the night. Bye, Scaffolds. Good night. Oh yeah, you can see the other screen? My bad. I thought I changed that. Let me just... Does the top corner help at all? I don't think I showed anything useful, right? So I'm just gonna get rid of it. I just wanted to show like both screens. While I was doing development, but I don't think it's super handy anyways. So the Steam page is coming along. We're gonna change some of the colors here, make it stand out more. This is also just like not a rough one, but she just sent this as she was working on it. So I'll get a high quality version of this. we wanted to change the color here because I thought it was a little too similar to Steam's background page. So we'll change that up. I've been trying to like update screenshots as I add things as well. So yeah. Coming along. I don't think I added much here. Oh, they actually put Duck Detective here. That means my tags are kind of working. Nice. Okay. That makes me kind of happy. Not sure what these ones are. Stray, obviously. I don't know if... I mean, I'm flattered that they put Stray here, but don't know if there's overlap. Ooh. I played a bit of this one. Cool. Yeah, I'd like to see Tangled Tower here. This was something I looked up at some point. Looked interesting. Yeah, super cinematic, I think. Same kind of vibe, hotel vibe. So, we'll see. I'll come back and look at this a little bit more in the future. Are you thinking of switching engines once you're done with this game? Some people change due to the Unity shenanigans. Practically the same game, Batman Arkham. Right? Actually, apparently, I haven't played the Batman game, but apparently there's like a lot of detective work. I don't know if that's true. But I did look it up as inspiration at some point. Oh, I think I was looking it up because of the stealth parts. Regarding switching engines, I have about 10 years. I'm not super advanced in Unity, but I have spent 10 years like using it here and there. So it is my main engine, and I'm kind of reluctant to switch engines like that. My only other consideration might be Unreal Engine, because we're doing a 3D game. And then they're also like a pretty big company, so I don't know if I can really win there. Luckily, Unity went back on their word, so yeah, I'm gonna stick with it for now. But I also just don't want to switch engines at this point. I think it's just gonna be redundant to recreate the game as well. Which I feel kind of bad, because I think both our 3D artists at one point just used Unreal Engine, so I kind of forced them to change. Whoopsie. Code Monkey did some good videos on making great Steam pages. Yeah, I think I saw some of his stuff. I also have been... Well, I didn't finish the course, but there's this course called How to Market a Game, I think. How to market a game. Yeah, this one. So, yeah, this guy, Chris, he does like a lot of talks on marketing your game. So I've been trying to check out some of his free stuff. I also... Oh, we got cat camera again. Okay. Yeah, he has a bunch of free stuff. He does some talks here and there, live streams. So I've been trying to stay in the loop. What I love about what he said was that people don't spend that much time on the Steam page. They are skipping through your trailer, clicking through screenshots. So like, you gotta sell them pretty quick on what you're making. It's just like, I do it myself. I catch myself doing it. When I'm looking through new games, I'm just like, oh, okay. Look through here. Scroll down, look for any cool GIFs, you know what I'm talking about. I don't have a trailer here, but if I do watch something, I'm usually just like skipping through. Maybe if it's good enough, I'll watch through, but I'm kind of brutal. So I'm like, okay, if someone's doing, if someone's doing that to our game, I want to make sure it leaves a good impression. Godot is really easy to learn. I switched from Pygame in Python. Yeah, I've done a little bit of Godot, and I do like Python a lot. I'm not sure of its capability in 3D, and I don't think it's catered towards 3D games. That's why it was not a consideration for me. But it was nice. I just, you know, when you're stuck using something, a different engine, you get stubborn when you feel like you should change. It just makes it that much harder. But yeah, I did like Godot. Just because it was very lightweight, easy to open, and just like the scripting was a lot more straightforward, right? I seen some videos. I took so many notes. Yeah, he's good. So there's that free course that I've been making my way through. I'll have to continue that soon. Yeah, the capsule is supposed to be very important too. Yeah. I mean, that's what people see, right? It's like the thumbnail of your game. The clickbait. That's why I think ours needs a little bit more work. Especially, I know she didn't work on like the title part as much. Like we need to make this stand out more. We'll make him stand out a lot more, and then change the colors. I think we'll be okay. Like these guys are kind of blended into the background, so we'll work on that a little bit more. All good though. But yeah, we shall see. Cult of the Lamb has been doing really good lately, I think. But yeah, forgot there was a summer sale. Have you guys played this one? Disco Elysium? I tried for a bit, just because I needed more detective inspiration, but it was super, super wordy. Okay, I don't want to jinx it, but I haven't been lagging for a while. Yeah, super beautiful art. But it was just a little too wordy for me personally. And just like a lot going on. I was like, whoa. But super popular. Obviously people got into it. But this is like, it's like reading a book. But that's probably what makes it interesting, that it's so layered. And I'm sure like the themes and the topics they covered are like a lot deeper. Mine is, our game, Detective Foxglove, is more family friendly. I do want there to be depth, but it's, I'm trying to keep it relatively simple when it comes to the narrative. Oh, I also watched Inside Out 2 yesterday. Have you guys seen it yet? Super good. Very well written, and just like depending on who watches it, you can relate differently. Like I'm sure for kids it goes over your head, but for adults it's like, ooh, pretty relatable. Anyways, that's the type of writing I aspire to do. What are we doing? Yeah, GD script is really nice to work with. Yeah. It's similar to Python, like the previous person said, which just makes it easier to read. Just a really good fast way to show the hook of your game on your Steam page. Yeah, especially if you're gameplay focused, I guess. Like if you have these action shots, those would make wonderful GIFs, I'm sure. Nothing here, but they don't need it. They don't need it. Would you recommend Godot to an experienced 3D artist who has close to zero idea about coding as a starting game dev tool? I wouldn't say Godot is for you specifically, just because I'm pretty sure they focus on 2D games. But if you saw his games have been 3D, so he has been working on it. I mean, gosh, if I can remember, was it Endo something? No. Endo. Yeah, wait. Hold up. Where are you? Gosh, where'd it go? Endo Paris. Does anyone remember his game? Oh, it is. Right? So he makes his games in Godot. I wasn't thinking of this one, but this one. This was made in Godot, but it is like more retro themed, right? So if you're going for like high what do you call it? Definition graphics, and you want to put your 3D art on full display, I would say Unity or Unreal. I think most 3D artists like Unreal because you can use blueprints. So it makes the coding aspect a little bit easier because it's visual scripting. So that might be a good option for you. Yeah, maybe try that. If you don't have any previous engine experience. I think it got Game of the Year that year. Disco Elysium? Did it? That's kind of impressive. You'll need to learn a bit of coding to use Godot, but Unity has a ton of... Yeah, Unity also has like Bolt. I think that's their visual scripting tool. So if you want to go that route, that's all those tools for you, for sure. Inside Out 2 was really good. Yeah, so good. Okay, gotta eat, but you should do more of these. Helps me while I work too. Nice. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I think I've been talking a lot, but trying to keep it chill. I haven't been doing much work, but I will in the future. But I'm glad you got some stuff done as well. I'll try to have like a schedule going. I want to check out more games, and I also want to do more game dev streams. And I want to work on my other Medusa game as well. So lots to do. All right, y'all are just chatting there, so that's all good. High fidelity, yeah. That's the word I was looking for. But yeah, this was made in Godot 3D. So I think it depends on what you're looking for. But if you don't have coding experience, you can probably stick to the other two. And if you're like specializing in 3D. Good, good, good. All right, shall we actually do some work? Yeah. Lots to do, lots to learn. All a journey, right? Unreal was a game changer for me as a 3D artist. After using Unity for 5 years and struggling with writing code, Blueprint helped me understand coding a lot more quickly. Yeah, that's good. I mean, like we said before, you wanna specialize or use your skills as an advantage, right? So if you're struggling with programming, find tools that will help you in that aspect, but go all in on your 3D art. Make sure you find the right engine for you or the right tools. So I think that's important, right? But it comes with like doing research and finding those tools. Da Vinci, hello. Welcome to the stream. Is it me or a stream kind of buffering? Oh, I did jinx it. Darn. Sorry, guys. My internet is garbage. It lags time to time, and then it tells me I have excellent connection the next second, so. But I'll find a way to fix that if I stream more often. I don't think I had this issue the other day, did I? When I was streaming Duck Detective. I probably did. Anyways. Yeah, let's get Tony Farrow in, shall we? Tony Farrow. Let's get him downloaded. So this Trello board hasn't been updated in a while. Then I have a development one for myself and the coder. Then I have an art one. I've been trying to keep this one up to date just because they're pumping out work, so I'm like, okay. Try to... Well, looks like it's not up to date. But... yeah. Yeah. Dama's been pumping out stuff. So let's get Tony in here. This is also like, I haven't made that many 3D games before. Even during my game jams, I think I've only done one. So 3D has been relatively new for me. Apologies about the lag, guys. I'm also downloading something now, so might be worse. All right. Dropping a few frames before, but it seems fine. Yeah, it's like probably just spikes and drops for me, sadly. Look who it is. Where are your arms? My dude. Okay. Let's put him in Blender. I mean, let's put him in Unity. So right now the ticket counter, I think he did update it because I wanted one of them empty. One of the windows empty. So he could be inside. He also shows up later on in the demo slice as well. So yeah. Oh, let's put him in. Tony. Yeah, see, like some stuff is all over the place. Need to like sit down and just organize everything. So what's nice about Unity, for those who don't use it, is that you can put the Blender file straight in it, which is awesome. Let me grab that texture. Finally, we're doing some actual work. What does the fox say? I remember those times. Remember those times. Actually, another inspiration that was not a game. Oops. Give me one moment. I'm actually gonna take like a minute break. Not a minute. I'm gonna get a snack and I just need to attend to something. But I will be back in a couple minutes. I'm back. That was quick. I got some chips. These are the worst type of chips to eat while you're working because it gets on your fingers too much. That's why I know some people use chopsticks. It's turned into a mukbang. Watermelon. Perfect for a summer day. All right. What? All right. Coolio. Let's do this thing. Tony skin. So, one of the original 3D artists, Level, he made a really nice shader for us. So we Pop that in. Let's put Tony here. Yeah, looks like he's got arms here, which is good. You could go for some chips right now? I know. It's a chips and watermelon type of mood. Micah! Hey! Welcome to the stream. Good to see you as well. Watermelon, so good. Oh, the T-pose. Classic. Alright. So what I usually do is go like that. I'll pop it in. What I've also been doing, actually, what I forgot one step is... I don't want to do this permanently, but I've been putting them into Mixamo and doing the auto rigging. Are you guys familiar with that? Super handy. Like, sometimes I'm so surprised that we have all these tools to use for free. Whoa. To use for free. And I'm just like, what? People did not have this like even 20 years ago. Like, I can just pop in this model and it'll be fully rigged. You did not expect the watermelon hiding under the chips? Yeah. Got you by surprise. Do-do-do-do. So good. And my sister got the watermelon on sale. I don't know why it was on sale, but it was $10 off. So this big watermelon was only $6. What a steal. I guess we might as well do it, right? I want to show you guys the process. Eventually we'll have proper animations and like tweaks or whatever. But this does the job for now, at least for my demo. Oh darn. The only issue is that you need to give it like an object file or an FBX. So I need to export it. I've just been popping everything here, as you can see, but oh, the greasy residue? Yeah. These are like kind of just powdery. Okay. So hopefully we have an FBX. Where did I export it to? Oh yeah. So, are you gonna show yourself? Okay, this doesn't work sometimes. Quite alright. Go here. Pop in Tony. This is like magic. Goes from T-pose to alive. Oh, is there... Okay, I'm not too familiar with Blender, so I didn't know there was an auto rigger in there. Maybe I should have just asked Dama to auto rig it and then send it. So what you can do here is just pinpoint. It's tough because these guys are animals, right? Elbows, knees. There we go. See what I can do. This alligator fella looks cool. Oh yeah. He's a bit of a grumpster. What can you do? Been working at the train station for way too long. He's fed up of people. Please work. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Except he probably wouldn't move like that. He wouldn't do that pose. Let's see. Like, all these poses are just... all these animations are just super action-y for the most part. It's like, when would you ever use this? Let's try this one. I mean... using a fax machine. So random. But like, just the fact that we have access to this library for free. Yeah, see, most of these animations don't appeal to any of my characters. But I'll take what I get. What a guy. Cool, right? Yeah. Did half the work for me. This could kind of work, maybe. Even though there's no phones at that time, but he looks uninterested. I might use this for now. So what I do is punch in FBX for Unity. And then I download it. So I think, whoops, yeah, rig. So I learned this from, there's that one tutorial channel. Was it Heartbeat Tutorials? He did a whole bunch of stuff on like animations and Mixamo, so kind of learned the process quickly from there. Very helpful. So now we got Tony. If you, whoops, let's disable the cutscene. So putting him in right away doesn't do anything, but you gotta put the material back on. Oh yeah, so when you do this, exclude the rig. So now he's not T-posing anymore, but we're gonna, the animation's included here, right here. So you can duplicate it, close this, then we'll do, let's just call this his idol. Tony idol, right? Then you go to your animator. It's like a lot of work, to be honest. But once you get the process down, it's not too bad. Yeah. Give him an animator. Oh, why is this not updating? Oh yeah. So not sure why that wasn't animating, but it's fine. Drop in the Tony idol. Set default for now. Let's take a look. Heart Beast? Yeah, exactly. He's the one. Let's go see what he's up to. Ta-da! You look tiny, bro. That's because I forgot I scaled all the characters up. Let's get rid of him. Let's make... I've been making everyone 1.2. Was it 1.2? I think so. So I'm just gonna move you over for now. Put you here. Let's just put this in the right category at least. Do something right. So, obviously, we're gonna fix this window today. Don't worry. Implementing animations in Engine is also always a lot of grunt work. Yeah. Unfortunate, but what can you do? Someone's got to do the tedious work. Aha! There he is. He's still looking kind of small though, right? I'm also wondering how we're gonna do his speaking. Because here, this was our test. Eyes are fine. We can do eyes. I'm a little bit worried. So let's make this loop first so that he doesn't go back to freezing up. Dang, this looks awesome, Manisha. Thank you. Oh, I guess you just joined, so you probably didn't see some of the other stuff. Hello. Oh, right, I made that a door. But I can quickly show you the... Actually, I made this little quick start menu recently, so I can quickly go into any of the rooms. So this is the train tunnel. I can show you a brief of the other areas. Bedtime for Manti. Yeah, sounds good. Good night. Thank you for joining and for moderating. Yeah, so for anyone new who joined, which might not be too many, I think we lost more viewers than... This is the train tunnel area. Still a million and one things to do. And then, yeah, you saw the station. And then I can show you guys a brief of like how I gray box, I guess. So I've been using Pro Builder to kind of gray box before I send Laura what she needs to do, if that makes sense. So I'll send her like screenshots of this hallway area. Let me just show you. So I send her a screenshot of this. Then there's whoop, Tony Farrow's office. We should be here. Seems like no one's around, so might as well go check it out, right? So I give her that. And then we get this back, which is pretty amazing, right? A little office to explore. So that's the next area after the train station. It's like, it's a bit clunky still, the game. Like there's a lot to do regarding movement and just his rig. We gotta fix up his rig because he's a little bit, what do you call it? He's not walking straight. And just like things that come in the way, I gotta fix that stuff up. There's just a lot to do in terms of polish still. Cool little tunnel. I'm trying to experiment on how I can use the camera systems the best I can. Because there's gonna be so many like different things you can do, right? There's this puzzle area. So, yeah. Kinda got this functional, I guess. But obviously, polish, polish, polish. So it's like, ooh, lots to do. But also, there's gonna be stealth portions. So this is one area, and something cool goes down here. So we're trying to really solidify what this room can look like. Because I want it to be a little bit weird. And then control room. This is also part of the demo. And I'm hoping we can end it here or like maybe one more area. I've been a little bit sloppy on writing the last final part. But this part includes some stealthy areas, which should also be fun. So if you've played Inside, is that what it is? I think that's the game. But they do some cool stealth stuff. So I don't want it to be overwhelming for the player, but I think if I do a little bit of hand holding and just make sure that the difficulty of the puzzles, I have to get back to this part. If the difficulty of everything is like reasonable, I think it'll be fine. You can add an extra bone in Blender for his mouth to move up and down, and maybe later you can use shape keys. We didn't really consider that kind of stuff, I think. We were thinking of just like animating the textures. I think that was the way we were gonna go. Just like make it 2D almost. But we'll see. We've gotta experiment. Art looks great, thank you. This is gonna be Tony. This is gonna be like his great-great-grandfather on the wall. They've just been the train clerks for generations. Cool, cool, cool. Now, man, I get distracted pretty easily. Back to Tony. Yeah, I guess we can... I'm gonna finish up this a little bit more. Get the new mesh in for the ticket booth. But then I'm gonna make a proper to-do list. Alrighty. Yeah. Looks quite small here. It looks like he's like counting some cash or something. So this will work for now. Sure. I guess honestly, I wonder how it would look if we made him a little bit bigger. Oh, what? Aren't you 1.2? Did I do that? Did I make him smaller? Goodbye for now. Alright, let's see if we can find the new mesh for the ticket booth. Okay, I think... yeah, should be this one. So let's download it. Anyone else doing some work right now? If so, what are you working on? Let's hear about it. Wait, is this it? I get so confused when I get in Blender. Writing my next devlog video script? Ooh, nice, cool. You were working on that like big multiplayer game, right? That's exciting. Just Phazin. Hey, what's up? How's it going? How's your chest with our good friend going? Oh man. I want to just drag this in. Okay, let's do it somewhere else. Yeah. So hard to tell. Looks like it's still there. Gosh. Replace the meshes. Oh, just replace the meshes in the ticket booth collection. Not quite sure what that Wait, what did I ask for? Transparency. Yeah. What am I doing? Oh yeah, this was the old... Okay, ticket. Nice. I'm working on my platformer game in Unreal, setting up the coin system like in Sonic. When you get hit, you lose coins. Next time you get hit, you lose a life. Oh, that's fun. Is it like an arcade style game then? Okay. Apparently, I was supposed to make this transparent. What? I always forget how to move. Wait a second. Chess game is going good. Who would have thought a chess game needed so many mechanics? Oh, darn. Yeah, I'm sure. Always overestimate how much time and effort it's gonna take. Always seems simple, but then you dive into it and it's like, is there really this much stuff to do? Oh yeah. Like, I wanted the top. I want the top. I want this. And the top transparent. And then this one empty. But that means... But I think it's all one. Darn. What shall I do? Okay, I'm gonna leave it empty for now. Quite alright. Okay. Well, let's see how he looks. Let's give it a little rotation as well. It's gonna be... This is gonna be a tough one because I want his arms outside of the counter. Probably gonna change this camera angle as well. Let's see. He's just popping out like this. That kind of looks better. Can we chop off his legs? There we go. But it doesn't look like he's sitting. I kind of like... Maybe I just need to change the camera angle. I just want to make the coins add to the gameplay rather than just adding to a counter. Ooh, like in what way? Like the more coins you have, the more of something happens. More coins, harder difficulty. Kind of interesting. If you're doing it like, whoa. If you're doing it like that, kind of cool. All right. That looks kind of okay. Kind of. I think the angle of the camera here is making Foxglove look too tall. So, let's see. Oh, back there. Yeah, let's make him look very tall. Foxglove has very long legs. Also, I might have it angled. It's a little bit angled. Looks kind of better. Okay. Yeah, I like that. So what I do is copy, paste, easy peasy. We're gonna change some of these icons as well. Not quite there. LP, low priority. Hey, I thought I... Okay. I thought I made you 1 point. Legs. Obviously not perfect, but it will do for now. Just wanted to get him in. I love it. It looks so much more alive, and now once we get the eyes and mouth in, I think it'll be according to vision. But like, it's always satisfying to see the older work that we've been doing, or like how we got here. Like, this was literally the train station before. And like, this kind of looks good. The lighting. But yeah. Had to work with that. Use my imagination a lot. So it's very, very satisfying to see. Oh, look. Tried out the Steam Deck at one point. Anyways, super satisfying to see things coming together and look like it. The coins will act like a shield. The first hit you take will be paid off by losing the points. Gotcha. If you're without coins, you will take a direct hit and lose a life. Oh. So it's not even like coins. It's like shield points. Very nice. And you will be reset to the last checkpoint. Fun. Do you have a name for your game yet? Looking good, Tony. My chips are finito. Now I actually have to work. Yeah, okay. I'm decently satisfied with that. I want to try something. Let's put a light inside here. Hey. Okay. Where are you? Let's put a light in here. Little area light. Not area light. Point light. Oh darn, did I make it unlit? Oh, I did. Okay. Oh, did we get some spam? Totally missed that. Thanks for taking care of it, Axel. Oh yeah, this is how it looks with the shader for some reason. I guess the lighting too bright. That's why I made it unlit. What the hey? Right. Super smooth. So hard to tell, like. How it's gonna look. Let's do like maybe a hint of green. It's a bit warm. Check that out. Yeah, I think adding light to it will be great. Draw the player to the ticket booth. Yes. Ooh, it looked kind of good there. Yeah. All the dialogue stuff needs to be replaced as well. It's not bad. What is this? It's not really lighting up the behind. Too dark, perhaps. A yellow glow material? Yeah, something like that would be perfect. Let's try it. Is that just a mission? Cowl. Hello, welcome to the stream. How's it going? It's going. Getting something done. How about you? That's what I'm talking about. Although I don't know if there's something separate for glow. A little too much, but... Gotta get rid of this bottom part, but... I think that looks better. Obviously... Needs a little more oomph, but that was a good idea. That's what I was hoping the lighting would do. But this works. Find a more appropriate color, but... Getting stuff done, crunching stuff done, came for a little break. Nice. Well, feel free to work while we work with you. Oh, that's kind of cool. Glow. That's what I need. Do a pastel bright color here. Sure, let me try that. Whoa. Why are you all the way? Okay. New. Back up. Oh. Yikes. Okay. Pastel. Let's give it a try. Oh. Doesn't it usually take X? Well, well, well. think it might be able to copy it, paste. Yeah. It's a little bit too bright, I think. It's a little bit white. The B value was off? Oh. Was it? 166. When I saw it on the hex, it looked kind of different. Or is it because I have white in the back too? Oh. That doesn't mean much. I will keep experimenting though. Oh, some of the light down. Yeah, lighting is something I'm still trying to figure out. Well, we'll see, we'll see. So it's... Why are you glitching? There. Now it's killing me. It's an HDR color, so value is going to be different based on lighting intensity. Or light intensity value. Yeah, turn... Yeah, maybe... it's hard to say what exactly is going on. You don't know about game dev? Oh, what are you working on then? Some other programming project, perhaps? Some web dev, maybe? Yeah, this intensity, right? It's on 0 though. It's gotta be like mysterious. I might have to consult Laura on this, so it's fine. But what the heck? Did y'all see those flickering pixels. This close-up of Foxglove. What nice fur you have. Alright, I'm not sold on this yet, but work in progress. It's like already super dark. This one does emissions, which are great. The background itself is glowing. I kind of ruined that. Maybe you can use a spotlight with an image texture as a shadow map using the window frame silhouette as an alpha. So use a spotlight with an image texture. Oh. Oh, I've seen those before. That could be interesting. What I'm doing right now is working on my startup. Ooh. I'm product designer for work. Are you allowed to talk about the startup? Curious. Curious. Okay, this is not bad. I'll work on getting those colors nicer. Gotta find out what that flicker is. Once these dialogue boxes get updated, that'll be nice. We're gonna change this journal as well. Just make it more straightforward. Not straightforward, but a little bit cleaner. Oh. Alright. I might have to wrap up soon. I could use a power nap. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Hello, what is the plot of the game? Well, the plot of the game, well, for the demo, which is what I'm working on right now, is that he sees a very suspicious encounter between two mysterious men, and they're exchanging a briefcase, which Foxglove seems to have seen before in a previous case, possibly. And then these two suddenly disappear once the train rolls in. So we gotta try to follow where they're going and what's happening. And then that'll open up an even bigger case for the full game. It's very layered. I hope. That's what I'm intending, at least. We're offering virtual racing as a service for business customers. Ooh la la, that sounds interesting. Virtual racing. Team building activities are self-founded, most of this. That's fun. Nice. Volkswagen racing in the first season. That sounds awesome. What consoles will it be on? PC for now. I've been making sure the controls work with an Xbox controller. But Unity does make it not easy, but accessible to deploy to other platforms. So I would like it to be on all consoles. That would be nice. That's the dream, right? But it depends how things go. And hopefully people are interested. Anyways, something to think about in the future. I didn't know I put a door here. The ticket booth now looks very cozy with the yellow glow. Cool, glad you think so. It's definitely better. It probably needs like a little bit more going on in the background, like you said. Only thing missing is a cup of tea. Yeah, I don't know if this guy would want tea though. He's a little bit of a grumpster. Like if you guys saw the test. He's supposed to give off this kind of vibe. So once he gets a mouth and eyes, you'll see his real demeanor. Sarcastic, grumpy, something like that. Oh, I see. Sorry. I don't check that account too much, and then if I do, I probably didn't spend too much time. I'm always on my personal account, and then I'll swap off to post a story or something. But I'm sorry if I didn't reply. I'll try to get back to that. Didn't mean to make you sad. But I'm here to chat. I'm in my Discord to chat if you ever need the opportunity to do so. What is the game called so I can play it in the future? It's called Detective Foxglove and the Case of Spades. Hopefully. Case of Spades. Do a little adventuring, do a little exploring, meet some cool characters, investigate, solve some puzzles, some mysteries. Yeah, be a detective. That's all. Lots of fun puzzles hopefully coming up. Hopefully memorable. Detective Foxglove. Wow, that's awesome. Thank you. Glad you think so. That gives me hope. I hope our target audience thinks the same. That would be nice. And this is all still a work in progress, so only uphill. Up from here. Twist, twist. This shot looks so ominous, right? It's like slightly tilted. Yeah. Anyways. Oh boy. Lots to do. Well, I guess I'm gonna be working anyways, so I don't really need to stop streaming until I get 0 viewers. So I'm gonna do some to-do list stuff. I love detective games, so I can't wait for this to come out. Oh, that makes me happy. Yeah, it should be a fun one. I just need to make sure there's no bugs and that it's very juicy and that the story is interesting. You building that yourself? No. This is our team. I put myself at the top of the pyramid. How selfish. But I'm doing the programming and the story writing and the game design. So those are my 3 biggest hats, as well as other stuff like marketing and whatever. Then we got Laura doing the 2D concept art. Super talented. Obviously came up with the concepts for the characters and yeah, just parts of the world as well, right? So I give her the gray box of things and then she'll do some magic. And then we have Dama, super talented, churning out lots of 3D assets based on Laura's concept art. And what's great is he's been doing the painting and texturing himself as well, just by using Laura's concept art. So we're amazed. And obviously it took work. Like, if you even look at... Alright, I'm not sure if I'm back on, but I'm just gonna pop over here. Am I back? I think I'm back. Alright, at least it didn't cut me off. But it says I only have 1 viewer, which is probably not great. Lost half my viewers. Going to bed. Good luck with the game. Good. Have a good night. Yes, I will be streaming more often for sure. Although I didn't get that much done today. It's 101 degrees here and I'm drinking hot coffee. What's wrong with me? Ooh, it's a hot day for sure. Man, oh man. Am I still lagging? Looks like I'm lagging. But... Come on, give me a healthy stream. I'm back. Oh, okay. So I was just on my phone. Let's see. You guys from Canada? Probably just me. Canada or California? Okay, stream is okay now? It's telling me it's still poor streaming quality, but let's roll with it, I guess. I like this playlist that I chose, though. Do you think streaming on Spotify makes it worse? Probably not, right? This is the playlist I've been doing. Wait, what am I even playing right now? Ooh. Not really chill. Oh. We don't know if this is copyright free though. No! Back to the copyright free music. Uh-oh. That's probably not gonna be good. Wow, I don't remember what playlist it was. Copy. Or is it DM? Was it DM? Okay. Copyright. Oh, this shall do. Great, half my video is gonna get copyrighted. Maybe. That was a good track though, so maybe it's worth it. Copyright free music. Tension music. Travel. How many tracks you got? Okay. Cool. Alrighty. The stream is okay now. Have you ever tried listening to 40 hertz binaural beats with headphones for focus? Oh, not in particular. I might have came across it at some point. Maybe. Is it like really good? Does it get you in the zone? Okay. Alright, not too shabby, but it needs something. Probably some random visual effect or something. So all good. Cool. Oops. Oh boy. Anyways. Honestly, I don't love the train station area. Maybe because it's different from all the other places. I think it works for me anyways. Yeah, it helped me get really in the zone for a session. Nice. Yeah, I used to listen to some of the focus music or just lo-fi, but then I started listening to more just tracks and stuff. I guess I kind of got back into like just listening to more pop music and other stuff, so fell away from my focus music. Do you do game dev for a living or have another 9-to-5 job? Well, I worked a 9-to-5 job for the last 5 years at a finance company as a software engineer. So I did that for 5 years and then I quit last month. Which is not the best idea, probably. But I had the opportunity to do it. And I just wanted to try something new. And also give game development my best shot. Which also means more pressure, but what can you do? So yeah, that's my status at the moment. I'll probably be back in the software industry at some point. But also, if this somehow does well, and like other games I have ideas for do well, then that would be nice. Like I'm gonna work on my Medusa game, which I showed it before, but it's like a very, very simple puzzle game. I'm gonna work on this alongside Foxglove and release it to Steam quicker. With a whole bunch of levels, maybe a tiny bit of lore. But, and our 2D artist is gonna redo the art as well. So that'll be my test run on Steam. It might just be like a couple bucks. Maybe even free, I don't know. But, yeah, just gonna make a really, really polished, small game with at least like 50 levels. Like a turn-based puzzle game. I guess that's what you would call it. So like every time you move, the environment can make one move as well. You can attack them from like a blind spot, etc., etc. And then Medusa's the main lady of the game. So I'm gonna work on the gameplay a little bit more and then pump out a bunch of levels and put that on Steam this summer, hopefully. So I think that'll go decently. Yeah, so that'll be my test run. And then we'll get Foxglove out. I also really, really want to remake this game. Also did the art by myself, which you can probably tell. But I think we can really get a lot of like weird story into this and just like build a very, very weird world while making it like a precision platformer or something of the sort. So I would like to make this game as well. But Foxglove is our main project. Also, for anyone new here, we got our 16 viewers. We have the Do You Wanna Jam game jam happening August 3rd to 12th. That's a 9-day game jam. 2 weekends for those who are working. So hopefully that's enough time to do some stuff. I'm gonna push and promote a little bit more. But there should be plenty of people joining, I hope. And we're gonna have a fun time in August. So feel free to sign up for that as well. Okay, gotta get back to work. Coffee is doing its job. Later. Peace. Have fun. Thank you for joining for a bit. Nice meeting you, Beard or Die. My answer is Beard. Nice. Well, that's super exciting. Yeah, it is, right? I'm trying like not to let the pressure get to me, but there's a lot to do. So pumping out a lot of stuff and also applying to funding if possible. Yeah, just getting the necessary things done. I think my biggest problem is not staying focused at the moment, and my motivation goes up and down, which is normal for everybody. But as long as I have like a to-do list and just knock things off, it makes it a lot easier. So I'll be doing that, and also hosting this game jam and doing other bits and pieces. Congrats, bold move, give it a proper shot and don't regret later, for sure. Yeah. That's why, like, my dream's always been to have my own game studio. And, like, now's the perfect time. Not perfect time, but the time that I feel like I'm mentally ready, and I also had like the courage to quit a comfy job. Like, it was pretty comfy. Like, the paycheck was good, the company and my coworkers were really nice. I didn't have any big issues that were worth complaining. So yeah, just had to do it and see where it takes me. And obviously I'm gonna give it my best shot. I'm not just gonna give up. That ain't happening. Remember, gold is refined by fire and diamonds are made from pressure. And Thomas Rush says to go full time. So there's that. Yeah. I don't know too much about Thomas Brush, but he was definitely one of the first YouTube channels I've watched, which obviously pushed me. I'm not sure if he's sometimes selling the dream of, you know, being a full-time game developer. So I have a little bit of mixed feelings there, but I love the rest of what you said. Like, you need that stuff to grow and become better. And even if Foxglove doesn't do that great, which I'm hoping it does, but it needs to be, the gameplay needs to be solid and the game needs to be polished, which is what I'm worried about because it is 3D and there's like all that movement stuff. If it was 2D, I would be a little more confident in my abilities, but the 3D aspect makes me a little bit scared about bugs and such. So but I'll have like another programmer on soon so we can tackle those and make sure everything's clean. How much roughly you'd be looking to found? I'm not sure I understand your question there. Yes, we want a jam. Ricardo, hey! Yes, we want a jam, for sure. Our previous winner is in the chat, guys. You got this, Manisha. Got to at least try and see where it goes, right? Yeah. Like, I always tell people, like, I studied software engineering for 5 years. Went straight into a job in like less than a month after graduating. And then just worked at a company where I didn't even really care about the product. It was a financial investment pension company. So it's like, yeah, I was doing game dev on the side, but my real job came first always. So yeah, this is definitely exciting and different, and I work on my own time, so don't need to wake up for my stand-ups in the morning on time. But I'm my own boss, so there's that. Gotta manage well, organize well, and then also lead the team too, right? I think that's probably where my pressure point is. Just making sure everyone's working for free right now, which is crazy. Crazy, crazy. Even the voice actor, which is like, what? So, obviously I can't push everyone too much, but I also would like the game to progress, and like I said, I'm kind of the bottleneck at the moment, so I need to make sure everything's done accordingly. How much would you be looking to raise via investment? I see. I didn't really calculate it yet, to be honest. I'd like to give people on the team advances if they want it. Like, it depends if I'm getting grants or something I need to pay back. There's that new Among Us funding, which is like recoup and reshare. I don't know too much about these like business terms, finance terms, which is like ironic kind of. But if there's like revenue share happening, then obviously I'm gonna give advances to the people on the team who need it, and then future promotions and like PR stuff and whatever marketing, and then any voice actors, which I feel like is going to be a big chunk. Yeah, so we'll see. We shall see. If it's grants, I'm gonna push for however much we can get. There's a Canadian grant that goes up to, what was it? Like a couple $100,000, so we'll see. And then the Among Us one goes up to 2 million, but then it's kind of like a loan type of thing where you gotta pay them back. So we'll see. Would that roughly be like 10K or 100K? Yeah, maybe like at least 50K. Like I'm trying to think, like, if I did a Kickstarter, how much would I ask for it? Maybe 50K. Like, to pay people on the team their advance. Yeah. 50 to 100. That would be nice. Then we can recruit some extra help and such. Alright. Back to work or what? This is temporary, this portion, but should be appealing. I feel like this area has too much purple, so I might have to ask Laura to change some things. I guess I can play some of the Foxglove music, just for a bit. It'll get annoying after some time if you hear it too much, probably, but Oathr did a really good job. He even made that little tune right there. This UI needs a lot of work. That's fine. Oh yeah. I don't know what's happening with the pixels there. Can you guys hear the music? clumsy. Alright, I finished my chips. What else is there to live for? Like, imagine you discover these things and they're like, give it a nice, cool effect, you know? And like Foxglove gets some dust behind his walk and like footprints that disappear over time. You know, it needs that. Those little small, juicy details. And yeah, obviously I gave him a speaking point, but he's gonna walk to the speaking point. So just like, lots of polishing to do. $50 to $100K would be too much. Ooh. Oh, wow. I really dig your passion here. Oh, all good, all good. No, I'm gonna apply to grants first because Canada has like a couple that might work and that I don't need to pay back. Otherwise, like, I'll figure something out. It's all good. Isn't the music so good? Chef's kiss. I think I saw a Reddit thread where it said, saying chef's kiss is cringe. Out loud. Like, leave the internet lingo. Leave the internet lingo alone. I'll crack on it with my landing page. Nice seeing your workflow and stuff. See you around. Oh, thank you for dropping by and the nice words. Appreciate it. This is just gonna be a regular inspection point. This is... Maybe I'll change that right now. The hand through the counter. It's killing me. But that looks kind of decent, like when he's just twiddling his thumbs. Anyways, there's gonna be proper animations. Oh my, no! See, this is what I'm scared of. There's a couple bugs in here. Don't mind this little Tony. It's for like part 2. Part 2 of this area. Let's actually put him there. And let me make the schedule a... Let's make this an inspection point. Which... Let's just copy it off of this. Colliders. Ooh, just an observable. Yeah. Is that the only change I need to make? Oh boy, so much to do. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Ah. Almost 3.5 hours. Okay, maybe I'll do like 20 more minutes. I'm getting tired. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Oh, was there a question about my schedule for streaming? I think there was. I'm gonna try to do at least once a week. Looks like I streamed last week on Wednesday, right? So maybe like every Wednesday. Wednesday around this time, I can definitely do. Yeah, it might just be once a week for now. Let's see how it looks without this beam. A little bit plain. You know, I want it to be like spotlight on them. Interrogating. That kind of vibe. I don't know. Green and purple are, what, complementary colors? It's just gonna be orange. Or was it orange and purple? Yeah, green and red. Gradient. Where'd you go? Oh, right. It only turns on after. Okay. No, I need you. Okay. See, I gotta stop working on these random things. New. Dark. Eh. It's the same. Well, well, well. The art style is looking really nice. Thanks. All props to Laura and Dama. I just need to make it all come together atmospherically, I guess. Which is also a struggle. It's gonna happen. Alright. We're gonna work on a to-do list now. I haven't updated the Trello board in centuries. I feel like I should even clear these out. Start with the fresh mind. I hate that I have this list temporary done. It's like, works, but I'll probably have to go back to it, which is like everything. Okay, we can leave this. I can kind of leave that there. Sort of did this. Okay, those are a low priority. It's fine. This is kind of doing. Oh, yeah, this is what I need to figure out. Yeah. Do this. Oh, okay, I actually did that. Sorry guys, boring work here. But if you want to talk about anything, I'm always free to chat. And you can let me know what you're working on as well. For anyone new watching. I was gonna go full clickbait and be like, working on my dream detective game. Just for the clickbait. But I'm like, this is not really my dream game. I don't have a dream game, but Or maybe it's one of my dream games. Who knows? Oh boy. Lots of story writing to do. Lots of copyright-free tracks to go. Just gonna archive that. Alright, I think this is where I'm blocked right now. Sort of. Mouse. Stolen. Ticket. Cutscene. Yeah. And then back to player. Then investigate 3 mouse spool areas. Random stuff. Cheese. Litter. Spiral. 1 mouse spool. Shows. Hidden. Magnifying glass. It's a game from your big picture dev dream, let's say. Yeah, exactly. It's just a small part of it. The small step to greatness. Okay, where was I? Crouch walk. Think about that. Then My writing is so Gen Z. Okay. The part I need to figure out is when we find him in the mouse hole. I need to figure. I already have the cutscene triggers done. So like under cinematics I have like a trigger box once you step over a certain area, which works in some cases. And for example, when I get here, man, oh man, why are you like this? There's some odd bugs sometimes. I'm just happy, like, at first I wasn't sure if keyboard and mouse controls would be like that okay to play with, but so far so good. Good morning. Welcome to the stream. It's evening for me though. Almost 7 p.m. It's like kind of buggy at some points, but I'm not even sure why, but I'm gonna fix them soon. Anywho. I need to figure out, like, once I do this, trigger cutscene, and trigger, like, a bunch of other stuff. But I need to do it in a very... Hey, kitty cat. I need to do it in a generic way that I can use in multiple... Dude. Hey! No, no, no. We got Nima here. He's trying to rub up against the mic. Just wants pets. Don't bite me, please. Yeah, I need to do it in a generic way. So I don't know if I should use, like, what is it? An event system? Is it an event system? I used it once before. In Unity. Then how do I make it generic? Or... Okay, wait. The interaction with the mouse prompts... Oh. Ah. Poor stream status. Sorry if it's lagging, guys. Okay, I think I'm gonna add it to the interaction, or the interaction and the magnifying glass controls, so that after he talks, if there's a cutscene available, then just play it. But I want other stuff to happen too. Just thinking out loud here. Because, like, after I do this, there's gonna be some more dialogue. But then it's gonna be a cutscene. It's on my list. The mouse runs away. And then you gotta go find him again. Ugh. What a pain. Whew. I'm gonna look into the event systems a little bit more. You guys are fans of the kitty cat, Mr. Neem. Hello. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Keep up the good work. Thank you, thank you. It's been about 4 hours almost, and nothing to show for it. We did a little bit of work. We got some new models in. And I'm getting my to-do list written out. Trying to figure out how to make my cutscene and interaction system talk to each other a little bit better. It's like, I guess I could feed the timeline in to this guy. He's not supposed to be doing that either. Just temporary. Oh wow, that's many hours? Yeah, time really flies, honestly. But I'm gonna try to stream once a week. Maybe twice a week if I play more games. I'd like to do a horror game stream, because I don't play that many horror games, but I do like them. I'm just not super into the first person horror games, but I want to try some. And then I'll do more game dev streams. This is my first Foxglove stream, so went better than I expected. Nobody roasting my hierarchy. No one roasting my... I didn't show my coding, so I didn't give anyone the opportunity to roast my coding. But it's functional, right? That's all that matters. Where that mouse trying to go, though? Loki, that mouse kind of thick. He kind of is. Kind of is. Look at him. And I'm really showing the booty shot. Anyways, he's just gonna be pretending to be hiding. It's not supposed to be running like this at the moment. Trash can scene. I'd like to do some tumbling of boxes, but it's kind of clunky at the moment. More mouse holes, but there's gonna be more stuff to inspect here. A cutscene. I don't know why the mouse is facing the opposite way. Sometimes the timeline just kills me. Because, take a look at this. I think it was this one. This is the timeline. Still getting used to it. Oh, wait. Look at... is it this? Yeah, this guy. Have you been drawing your own assets? My pixel art has been taking up a lot of my development time. No, we have a team. So we have a 2D concept artist who does like the concepts. And then we have a 3D artist. 3D artist who's doing a lot of work. He's building up all the assets and then using the concept art as reference to paint it himself, which is crazy. And like he's been improving so much over time. So good. And like it's such a nice thing to watch too, from my perspective. It's like I just feel proud. I'm like, they're growing so much as an artist, as a game developer, and I'm just watching their journey. So cool. We're gonna probably replace that poster. But how different is it to stream while working versus working on your own? Well, this is only my like second game dev stream in general. I like talking to everyone here, for sure. Good. Working on my own, I'm probably more focused when I need to be. But I'm excited to see like how different it can be. I'm sure it's just mostly the focus part, because multitasking is hard in any sense. Oh, don't mind that, like, this arch thing. I want the 3D artist to add, like, a wall with an arch, just to spice this area up a little bit. So I think that'll be good for us. Cutscenes are killing me, but I'll figure it out. Seems like I am fashionably late to the stream again. No worries. Just 4 hours late. All good. I feel like 3D is easier than pixel art. I can't really say I'm kind of not good at either. Y'all gotta give me that 3D artist that made that mouse. Yeah, he'll make you a thick mouse to put in your pixel art game. Imagine. The magnifying glass just made him thicker. Hello, Seth. Welcome. Anyways, I like these tracks. So chill. Okay, I gotta make this happen. After this interaction, there needs to be a cutscene playing. So let's make it happen. Let's see if I got the brain power for it. But also I wanted to look up event-based systems. This is we're doing. Maybe I should have broken this down into a checklist. Come on. Oh my gosh. That's how you know my internet's laggy. Okay. So, finding mouse, triggers. Let's see. I guess. Yeah, I guess that works. And then make cheese crumbs discoverable. Magnifying glass. So that'll give us a okay, let's just do those two for now. Oh yeah. Well, I did make a system for when you finally catch him. It adds like a progression point. Yeah. So I think I have that done. Finally catching mouse. Interacting with mouse will add progression points. And that's handy for our saving system as well, because it'll be like, yeah, we already did that. And it will also unlock the door. So, which I think I have done these systems. So it's a little bit of doing some extra work for the cutscenes, but I think I have progression stuff done. Yeah, progression points needed. Honestly, I don't know if these systems are that great or not. Badge. Ticket found. So door is locked until you fulfill this, or you get. That's what it checks for. Yo, check out all that planning. Oh yeah. I even got a second Trello board for the artists. I don't know if they really check it, but I keep it organized if I can. Envious of 3D artists, just opening Blender is overwhelming for me. I feel ya. The couple times that I open it, like, what's going on? Look at all this magenta. Textures missing. Oh, we had this guy. I wonder why his arms didn't really show. Not quite sure. Anyways, I don't need that for now. Okay, I feel like I should... Oh, should I do it or no? It's been 4 hours, but I also feel like I didn't do enough work. Let me at least refresh myself, maybe. How I did this part. I think... Yeah, there you are. Oh yeah, so I did like a mark progression check. And then all the progression points should be in the game manager. Are you here? Okay, let's see if that actually works. So if I click on the mouse guy, it should add it to that list. And then it should open up the door. Let's see if it works. Been a minute since I tested that. Stay hydrated. I can't wait to make it like even more atmospheric. Like imagine some flickering of the lights here. Maybe make one part a little bit darker. Some smoke from the pipes at the top. Like, I don't know if it's gas or whatnot. That. Just like, yeah, make it so clunky. let's see. So this is the game manager. Empty. Go. This mouse should only show up after the mouse cutscene though. So many little things like that. Okay. No! Why? It's supposed to be in here. Maybe I forgot to mark something. Or maybe it's not the right mouse. Is it? I think it found. Or maybe it should be a collectible? Looks like I might have to look up my... No! Okay, let's take a look. Add triggered mystery. What? Oh, yeah. Progression point. So if it's not already in there, add it. Use it. Field of view. Oh. That doesn't seem... Oh, yeah, wait. Gone. I think I'll wrap up the stream because it's been kind of long. But this is how I did the progression points. I don't know why I didn't add though. Mark progression check. Yeah. So I should have added it here. Okay, it says excellent connection. Are you guys there? I'm gonna hop off. 4 hours, 4.5 hours maybe? Just over 4 hours. That's long enough. But I'm gonna do some work later. But, I'm gonna wrap this thing up. But I will be back with more Foxglove streaming. And now that I have a thumbnail for it, I can reuse it every time. Which is good. But yeah, thank you everyone for hopping on. Got a lot of people chatting. It was nice to see what you're working on as well. Always super fun. I'll be back like once a week at least streaming. Whether it's game dev or playing a game. Like, I like to be inspired. I like to find games that are similar to Foxglove, like the last stream, or just find something that interests me. So either the horror games, or there's this one called Animal Well, and there's also some other indie titles that I'd like to play, so we'll do some of that. But more Foxglove streaming, for sure. And hopefully, like, every week, you'll see that I've done stuff by myself and that there's actually progress. So that'll be good to hold myself accountable. Because I want to show you guys progress. I want to show you new things I've added. And of course, it's always nice getting feedback from everyone too, and having you guys help me and show me the way. So I'm very grateful for that. Yeah, thank you everyone for joining. This was a Detective Foxglove. And also one last reminder about Game Jam. Coming soon. Alright. Bye, guys. See you again very soon. Sounds good? Sounds good. Peace.